The Stabroek Market Wharf collapsed this morning. This collapse was expected since the wharf had been deteriorating over the years. About a decade ago, it was closed to use. Minister Deodat Indar was at the soon after the
Water was
collapse.
just in the area, so we came immediately. So Minister Farag and Minister Ben, whilst immediately that our report was heard, mobilized emergency services, and we came and we visit. But I'm walking on the site, I can tell you from observation, from talking to the persons who normally, there are some folks living in there. Apart from vending, there's some folks living in there. They said to us that initially there were 4 persons that got injured. One guy slipped his shoulder and some had minor injuries, and they've been given medical attention. But there's a 5th person emerged just now, and he had a little laceration behind his neck.
Also on the scene was Mayor Alfred Mentor, Minister Sonia Parag, and Home Affairs Minister Robeson Ben. The report is that all the injured needed medical attention. Indar said that the rubble would have to be removed.
So on an emergency service, Minister Ben, and concerning dealing with the rubble, because now it's a fire hazard now. Apart from it being what it is, if you have a fire there, you threaten the mark.
Minister Ben said that he learned of the collapse on social media.
This site, as we know it, was and still is an accident vehicle. It's under the control operationally and administratively of the city council. And I know that it was since several years ago, it was a disused site, and persons were prevented from coming onto it, pending the decision by them for repairs of the facility. That hasn't happened as yet, but obviously there has been a lack of control as to the use of the site and paying attention to the deterioration of the structure.
He said that in some sections, the roof is in a bad state. He said that it poses a clear and present danger.
So what we're asking is that the site be isolated, that we work with the city council and the constabulary to secure the site. We've asked that they pay attention to removing the rubble or the debris, the material that is out there, and isolating and making the site safe.
He said that the fire service and the city council would work to remove the debris.
Going forward, we'll have to make sure, giving advice to them on consultation, what steps they will take to make sure that the area is safe. Beyond the danger of getting injured walking on the collapse site as it is, as Minister Indar just said, there's a fire risk.
Mayor Alfred Mentor said that following discussions with the government, there would have to be joint collaboration.
Even though the city has responsibility to deal with this issue, it also straddles the Marad and the waterways and so on and so forth. So it's something that we'll be working collectively on to be able to treat with. We, as Minister Ben said, we did give notice to this, to all the persons on this wharf to desist from being here. This is not something that we did in this previous current council, but in the previous council, 2 or 3 councils before, to be able to treat with this. I think the previous government themselves suggested that they will be able to be looking at some kind of a boardwalk arrangement that should have already happened, but it's something that we have to treat with in general to be able to work and find solutions as a collective to be able to deal with this issue.
He insisted that this isn't a city council issue. He contended it's also a national issue.
I've spoken to the engineer, our engineer on this, and I've spoken to the minister on this matter, and we'll be working from the river in to be able to figure out how we can be able to treat with this matter. And I think a barge will also be necessary as is indicated, and we'll be working to be able to find a solution and to be able to save lives and limbs